Hello, Libra. Thank you for tuning in to your love read. For the main part of the love read, I'm going to use The Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, illustrated by Mark Evans. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm going to use the Angel's Answers oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Okay, relationships first, single second, and I'll pull out the oracles as it seems necessary. Them first. Okay. We have a couple of spots here where a bunch of cards came out. Alright, Libra, let's see what we have going on here. Now, we're currently standing. Oh, it's only 3 cards. I guess it's not that bad. I was just like, oh lord. What type of story we have going on here? Queen of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 8 of Wands. Now, your partner seems to be going through something. The overall card here is the Queen of Pentacles, which is they're trying to keep it where it is. But things are moving quickly and they're afraid they're losing something. I feel like that's what this is saying. They're afraid they're losing something. But they're trying to keep the situation together. Whatever it is that's going on. This seems like this is the base of where we're starting. Okay. Now, on the other side, you have you. 6 of Cups with the King of Cups. So you're seeing a lot of history here. You got a lot of good memories with this person. This relationship, I feel like there's a lot of good memories if you're connected with this one. But you have, your base is the King of Cups. You're feeling the love here. You love your partner deeply. And you're very serious about how life affects them, past, present, and future. I'm getting like little flashes all of a sudden off to the side. I don't know if that's good or bad. Alright, so this is where the situation is. Your partner feels like things are changing, going around them fast. They're afraid they're going to lose something, but they're trying to hold on to the situation. You seem to be just in this state of love and history. So you're just kind of like letting them go through what they're going through. And just, you're a supportive player? I feel like you're a supportive player at this point. Now, I'm getting like a weird feeling with this, because I feel like you get the Page of Wands and the 4 of Cups on your partner's side. They don't want to hear that some of this has to change. They don't want to hear that there has to be change here. And they're a little freaked out about it. They don't want to hear it, and they're a little freaked out about it. And I'm saying that because the card you have on the other side is the Queen of Swords. You're very nice. I feel like you're very diplomatic about it. You're not like in their face, but you're bringing it around. I feel like some of you might be like leaving little reminders around, so that like they don't have to deal with you directly, but there's still these little obvious reminders popping up here and there. You're doing part of it for them, I'm thinking, where you can. So you're the Queen of Swords, almost like the Mother of Swords. It's a very motherly card in the way this is feeling right now. You're kind of trying to take care of the other person. You're trying to take care of some of the burden for them. I feel like that's what you're trying to do. You're leaving messages out for them. You're trying to make it easy for them, but you're making a point of it, like, you know what, we can't ignore this. We can't, I'm sorry. And it's not like you would like to like let it go to the wayside for now. You just realize that it can't. It's just not going to work. And they're seeing your reminders. I don't feel like there's any arguments here, but it's freaking them out because they don't want this to happen. But you're reminding them. You're doing that. Your Queen energy goes up to the King energy. I feel like you start taking a different approach to this because you're leaving these reminders. You're trying to be nice. And both of these cards are nice. Not, one isn't like more than the other, but I feel like you're getting more dominating with it. Like you're pushing it forward. When I'm getting this King of Swords energy, I feel like you're trying to take control of it. You're trying to do what you can of it. I feel like you're almost solving the situation for your partner. So whatever's going on here, I feel like you're kind of solving it for him. You're trying to push it forward, him or her. I hate when I do that, but in the beginning, you're trying to help. put out reminders, trying to get them to do it. I feel like it's just not really happening like it should, so you just kind of take over and just kind of do what you can. When you do this, they love that. Your partner loves that because it makes it a lot easier for them. It's just kind of like going with the changes instead of having to deal with the changes. I just feel like it's a more of a passive response to it, and since you seem to take care of the strength of it, it makes it easier on them. Now, I feel like this is also talking about why the situation is happening the way it is. Spiritually, you're very happy with your partner. You've got a lot of love. There's a lot of history. But I do want to say the fact that you have to take over and do it, because it feels like that's where it ends up. You got a couple cards here. I'm getting like you don't really want to. It's almost like your partner's forcing you to handle it. You don't want to. You get the Ten of Swords. You're not happy about this. You get the Five of Pentacles. You feel like you're doing it on your own. And then you get the Four of Swords. It's very uncomfortable, but you're persevering through it. I feel like you're trying to just keep things together. You're just trying to make it an easy situation for your partner. But this seems to be where you're standing. You're not happy. You're feeling left out. You feel like you have to do it all yourself, and you're just trying to make it all work out. The Four of Swords here is a little elusive in this situation, because I feel like you're just trying to keep the situation together. You're not happy about it though, and you would like to. I feel like you're aggravated, but you're just not explaining that, or you're not pushing that forward to your partner. But I do feel you're aggravated with it. But you stand your ground, Knight of Wands, and you do make this work out. You hold that front. Now, what I'm seeing on your partner's side, though, is like they feel like everything worked out fairly. They feel, spiritually, they're feeling like they got a reprieve. Like they don't have to worry about it anymore. And I feel like they're after the fact, they might be, this might be why you're annoyed in the after, you're a little annoyed here at the after effect too. I feel like they might be scrutinizing or looking it over like, oh, well, we could have done this or that. I don't feel like you're telling them that, but you're kind of feeling like, well, then, you know, if you did it, it would have worked out the way you wanted it to. You know, like you should have. I don't feel like you're saying that. You might be thinking it. Like, really? I kept giving you reminders. You don't want to do it. I took care of it. And now you're critiquing it? Like, seriously with you? But they feel very comfortable, and I feel like they're looking at I feel like they're critiquing it. I really do. And they're just going forward like everything's great after that. Like, woo, it's wonderful. Everything worked out. I don't feel like you're communicating that you're not happy about this. I really feel like you're keeping that to yourself. I feel like you're keeping that to yourself. I don't think that's fair how this worked out, because it feels like you tried to do what you could to make it work out. You tried to be conducive with what they wanted. It just finally looked like it wasn't going to happen, so you just took over and did it. It's what it looks like. And then after you did it, they're critiquing, and you're just like, really? I did this for you. Something you were supposed to do, and now you're critiquing it? Like, how can you critique it when you were the one who should have done it? But I don't feel like you're pushing it forward, because they're just moving forward like they're happy. Everything's good. Happy-go-lucky. Everything worked out. Yay! Meanwhile, you want to smack them with this stick, but you won't. I don't feel like you will. Because this is like that. Like, they're all moving forward like they're happy and everything's fine. But I do feel like there's some animosity on your side. You're just not saying it. You're just holding strong. You're just like, you know what? Whatever. I'll move on. I'm fine. It's fine. Whatever. I just feel like you're not pushing it forward to your partner how you feel. And I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, that's up to you. You know what? Let's just do this for argument's sake. Yeah, let's... Let it go. You're letting it go. You're letting it go. I'm not surprised that popped out. So that's kind of reinforcing, like, letting it go is fine. It worked out, so... And that's your business. I mean, it's your relationship. If you're happy and it worked out, then it worked out. I have a little bit of Aries in my chart, so for me, I'd be more likely to cause a combat moment over it. But the way you handle it, that's good for you, and that's what you're happy with. That's what you should do. Because I'm seeing this, they're reconsidering here. I am getting, just to be fair, they are reconsidering, but I feel like when they're critiquing, I feel like they're kind of realizing, like, that they should have kind of done it themselves. I'm almost wondering if, like, every now and then your face might say more than you realize. And they might get the point, like, you know, maybe they should have handled this as they should have. You know, like, if they handled it like it should have went, it wouldn't have, you know what I mean? I feel like they're getting that. Because they have the reconsider here with the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like they're looking at the situation after the fact, realizing that they're lucky you did do this, but they should have really done it themselves. Okay? Okay. This is good. Because I feel like it's saying here that you're letting it go, but the card here, the Oracle card, is kind of reinforcing that that's fine. Everything is fine. Everything's working out for you the way it needs to. So I think it works out. I just feel like you end up doing more than you intended to or probably should be. But for the relationship, for your partner, I feel like you're willing to do that. Now let's do Libra singles. What do we have for Libra singles? Libra singles. What do we have for Libra singles? Stop. Stop. Are we going to... No, they're telling me no. So, okay, we're going to no on that. Let's see what we got here. Now, the first card that's the strongest in this is the Ten of Wands for the environment. Now, this is stress. I feel like the person you're involved with, there's something up with this. I'm getting kind of a burning the candle at both ends reference. This is a single, yeah. I'm wondering if this person is dating more than one person. I'm wondering if that's what's happening here. And they're starting to realize that they need to stop dating so many people and choose. It's coming to that point. Now, that being said, I feel like as you got involved with this person, you were feeling really good about this. You were seeing a lot of potential here. I know it's the strength card, but I'm feeling like the strength in this is like you're seeing like a good start, a good, stable, powerful beginning. You're feeling like this person could be a very strong support for you. And you would really like this. I feel like as you were going into this, you were feeling you wanted this in your life. The situation has the Sun card, so it's starting in a very good atmosphere. Like the ground you're walking on is very positive, very conducive for what you want. Looks very good. And the air, like the air of the situation overall is hope. The Star cards. The difference between these two, the bottom card is what everything's based in. Hope, it seems to be like how you're moving through the situation, but it's based it has a very strong base, but you're moving with a very conducive energy. Everything seems like it should be going well. Now, the problem here is you got the Shadow card with the Knight of Wands. The Shadow card is reminiscent of the Devil card. A lot of times this could be things moving forward faster than they need to be. Because this card a lot of times is fear, and this card a lot of times is quick movement. I almost feel like things jump forward really fast. Faster than you expect. Like, something goes forward really quick. But this can also mean giving into desires, giving into maybe sexual desires, just to be fair. That has come up that way before. So that could come in that way. Giving in, like, it's a sex thing. Could. It's a general read, so take it for what it is. But doesn't mean that's how it's going to hit for you, but if in case you can relate with that, just to say it. Happens really fast. I'm thinking the way this is feeling, especially the two of these cards matching, like it wasn't planned. It wasn't like, oh, maybe a couple of moments we'll have together, and then things can go, I feel like the heat clicked and the opportunity was there and things happened, if it goes that direction. Either way, things go forward really quick and it's a little scary. Very fast. The Page of Swords in the future, I feel like you're trying to slow them down a little bit. I'm also noticing, though, right now, you also have the Ace of Swords. So you have this, you're trying to create a balance. You want this to go forward. You do want this. You're not opposed to that. It's just, it's kind of making you nervous. It's going really fast, really quick. And part of you, I think, especially if it went that sexual road, you're afraid that this might be more sex than anything else for the other person. You're a little nervous about it. You're just like, I don't want this to go, and then I don't want to end up flat on my face, in the dirt, just, picking myself up afterwards because it ran its course and this is not what the other person was thinking. They weren't on the same page that I was. Now, I do know that this is going forward quickly, and you are trying to slow it down. I feel like you're even trying to protect how much you want it. I feel like you're trying to be careful. You're trying not to show all your cards at once, is what I'm getting with the Four of Pentacles. You're trying to hold it back a little bit and be like, wait, let's just hold on. I feel like it goes forward really fast and it throws everything off for you. You're just like, wait, slow down. You're trying to hold back how much you really feel because it makes you nervous. It's going fast. You're trying to. I feel like you're trying to. The final card here, King of Wands. And I feel like this is the other energy you're dealing with. Male or female, don't get caught up in the gender, but the other person is ready to go. And they seem to have the attitude like, we've already went this far, no turning back now. And there they go, and they're taking you with them. Okay, so I'm really thinking, for single Libra, I really feel, if this comes to you at the right time, you're being warned about this quick movement forward. That you kind of have to move these this way. I feel like if you can, that would be more comfortable for you. This is how it's going to happen, the way it's already laid out. Like this happens first, then this happens after. If you could switch them. Because I feel like the other person is interested. Clearly. But the stress and all that, they want some intimacy. I'm kind of leaning towards that because I feel like there's some intimacy, the need for intimacy, the need for an emotional connection, feeling some relief from the world, and being with you is giving them that. And that also seems to be driving this forward very fast for that reason. It's almost like you're like that reprieve for them. They feel a lot better. They don't have to think about all the things in the world. They can just be in the moment with you and enjoy them, and all the other stuff. Oy. It does feel like it goes forward fast and it keeps going at a really breakneck speed is what it feels like to me. And I say that in relation to it feels like to you, if this hits right, it should feel like to you like it's going fast, too fast for you. But it's taken right off. And this other person keeps pushing. Once it starts, they'll keep pushing to keep it going at that rate, just so you know. I mean, is there any other... Now they'll let me do these cards. Because I'm like, is there any advice we can give for this? Because I'm a little uncomfortable with the way I'm like, are you just stuck with this? And this is just how it has to work out? Or do you have anything you can do? Okay. With your Page of Swords, I got the a year from now. I feel like you're going to try to slow it down. You want it to be a lot longer than it is. The a year from now here is what you would prefer. I feel like you can negotiate this a bit. You just got to stick to your guns a little tighter than you might be planning. When I see the a year from now, that's just telling me it's going to be a notable different distance. You know, if you ask a 6-year-old in July, how far is Christmas away? They're like, oh, it's forever away. You know what I mean? To them, that this card would be valid. Like, so it's that type of feel, just so you know. You can make this slow down. I feel like you're going to have to really negotiate it a bit. But they're saying you're going to have to really stick to your guns. It is possible. You're not subject to follow exactly the way your partner wants to, but you like a compromise. Like you might have to like divvy it out a little bit. How would you do that? I feel like it's hard. I feel like you're going to have to really work to get this to slow down. I don't feel like that's an easy thing. It's possible. I feel like you could slow it down to like stretch it out to like 5 months or so, but it's still going forward, still kind of fast. And I guess it depends on you what fast means. Like, I feel like getting involved in each other's lives and like picking up each other from work, things like that, moving in together, whatever it might be for you. I just feel like it's trying to go forward a lot faster. But like, if we're gonna use the example of like moving in together, and they like, you should move in next month, or you can move in right now. I feel like you can somehow push that out. Like, I want to do this, that, and that first. So how would I move in at the end of December to start the new year, or something like that? Like you're gonna have to really be shrewd and really think on your feet on this one, because I feel like that energy really wants to move forward fast. This really does want to move forward fast due to the burdens. But they're also giving you some encouragement. Even though it's uncomfortable and you're not really wanting it to move forward that fast, they are saying you're ready. And the other person is definitely ready. They're ready. And it might be part of the concern here. You're afraid that maybe they're not ready. This is a confirmation that they are ready, that this seems to be going forward quite conducively. It's just the nervousness of the speed. But they're letting you know they are ready. So it seems like it's going to work out. It says a general read, so like read between the lines for your own life. But it looks like it's good. I think it's the speed. It's just like, whew, it's going fast. Okay, anything else here? All right, I think we're good. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.